What's up, guys? It's your boy. We drug the other one up here. I think we're gonna drop the motor out and I'll show you guys exactly what I was talking about on the other one. But I got a couple hours. I think we're gonna try and pull the motor, swap everything over, put the piston, head, and everything onto this one and see if this one does the same thing. So let's try and clean up a little bit and then get to rolling on it, guys. All right, still with me? So on the other one, this casing here, that cast that holds everything together, is broken in half. Which, with that being broken in half, it doesn't ever seal. It leaks oil right past everything. So, being there's only two bolts to hold these things on, I think we're gonna try and snatch that one, put everything onto this one, and we can do them both right here on the bench. I've got most of the tools still out. There's what, 8 and a 10 for most of it. And pop the chain off. So we're gonna see if we can knock this out real quick, guys. I say real quick, but you know. Because these ones will work. Those ones are nicer, but they're broken. So, show you what I'm talking about. Let me get all this cleaned up and off here. So we got a puller on here that I've got off Amazon, and this is all magnetic, so you're not just gonna pull it off. But that's all it is. And then in the video earlier I was telling you that it's broken. Underneath this screw right here, I'll pull this off and you'll see the cast is just gone. I think we're gonna reuse that same stator onto this one. So, the wire that runs over here will normally go up here. Like this one has a sensor for a neutral light. It doesn't have a neutral light. It's coming out of neutral. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it out of the mix, snip it there, push it up, figure out which one it is. That's gone. So then this will go in here like so, and that'll sit up here. Just run all your wires. You have a screw here and a screw here. Now I need to put the timing chain on, which I've got over here, so let me go grab that. It sits on here and runs up through this hole. So grab the timing chain, and then I've got a baggie of screws that I just recently bought. I don't know what you guys have for hardware. My local Ace Hardware, these are flat screws, so what they'll do is they'll sit in here like perfectly flush and seal that up. So let's go ahead and do the timing chain. We'll throw that on. I'll get this one taken apart later. I can pull the piston, jug, and head with that still on, so that's not an issue. So let's get that pulled. You got your O-ring in here. It's not terrible looking. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. It should hold. Because these are super easy to strip out. If you hulk it down, it's not going to end well. I mean, it's got some pull. You'll see it drag it in, but there's no need to Superman these in. It's O-ring. It's just run her down in there. Just gets nice and tight. You'll feel her. But it's kind of stopped. I'm assuming whoever did this one over tightened it, and it went south real quick. Also, there's washers underneath these acorn nuts, guys. Do not lose them. Keep your washers with them. Always make sure you have a washer on there. super easy to overlook, and then you pop the cover off, and then the washer goes flying, and then you're down a washer, and it just, I'm sure there's torque specs for them somewhere. Oga they're super easy engines to work on, so I don't take too much time with specs. Yell at me in the comments, it's fine, I can take it. We can see you guys over here. So you'll pull the 3 bolts here. You've got 4 on the cover, 3 here, side bolt here, and then the head comes off. If you have needle nose, you can just grab in here and kind of wiggle, and it pops right out. Take the chain off of it. It will come out of this hole. It doesn't like to, but it will. Boom. There's your cam gear. I'll show you how to set timing in a little bit. If I think correctly, this should be off, off, off. No, I think, hang on. Make sure your timing chain's out of the way. Ta-da. There you go. Heads off. Now what I like to do, you always have dowels in these to kind of center them. Make sure you keep your dowels with them. I think that one's got one in there. It's far enough already, yep, so that's okay. And then if you're doing this on the cheap, if you have a drill with a wire brush like this and you see buildup, just hit it with a brush real quick. Nothing crazy. There's also a O-ring down here. I'll show you exactly what just happened to me. This seals between your jug here and your head. Make sure that's there. If not, you will get oil that runs out of here and you'll chase it. So always just keep an eye on that too. Let's go ahead and get this jug popped off here. So underneath here, I think it's a 10. You have like a roller for your cam, for your timing chain. So take that out. This screw here comes out. Let's see if I over tightened it. Sure should do. See if my impact can get to it. There we go. And then that'll come out, and then this whole thing is gonna do the same thing. Pry on it a little bit. Do a little. Whole jug comes out. Bang. See the roller we're talking about? Don't lose that. You're gonna need to put that back in with this. Keeps the chain from binding up on itself. Just kind of lets it all roll around smooth. So now we have the jug out. Jug can come over here. So we're gonna take the C-clips out of this piston, and that needle nose I had a minute ago is perfect for that. So you just grab it. I don't have another set, so we're gonna really try not to lose these. There's one. And then if you take one out, you can normally push the, like that, push that through, grab it, bang. So leave one C-clip in, one ring clip. Probably go ahead and clean this up more. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're gonna run it and see what happens. So remember, make sure your gaps are all facing the same way. Again, there's an O-ring here on this side. I dropped mine, so let's find it. Make sure you have them. You will fight leaks and you will be mad as shit. So, I'm gonna turn to get you a little better angle here. So this is gonna come out. Make sure that's right. Yep. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the piston and you make sure your intake side is up. So, boom, cam chain. Make sure it's all facing you. Intake side up. We're gonna start it. Put the rings in. what you're looking for. And then what I like to do is then I'll come down on this. Try this again. Now the cam. Set your roller in. And you can go from either way with the roller, right to left, left to right, as long as it's in there. You got her. Make sure she's in there. And this should sit all the way down. Ta-da! Like so. Keyway on it, so you want to try and get it lined up with the keyway. If at all possible. And keyway's better. Oh yeah. Keyway up. Oh, did our chain pop off? Oh no, guys. No! This should all move as a unit. So the chain's not on. So now I have to pull this back out. Pull the puller. It's alright. I'd rather catch it now than later. Oh, is it on there now? Nope. Okay. I don't think it's on there. Interesting. Very interesting. That's on there now. So there's supposed to be a roller. I bet you there's a roller that goes here that keeps it on. I bet you guys. I bet you. There's supposed to be something there. And it's not in there. I bet you. Alright, where'd the other block go? We're going to drill it out, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so that goes there. There we go. Okay, so that looks better. So now let's try this again. So whatever this little seal thing is here, which is fine, but is that the seal? Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Is that the... Does that give me the room to sit all the way on there? There we go. That seal actually might be a part of the old seal. Let's pull that off. So that looks like the seal that goes in here. So we're going to leave that one out. Put that on. Make sure our cam chain is all the way underneath everything. There we go. Now we got some pull. Leave that like that. Now, let's try it again. Now everything's moving as a unit, guys. We're back to being able to erase that time. So piston top dead center. It's gonna be like there. It's got a tiny bit of movement, but there's, unless you're super panicky on it, it's gonna be there. And then we're gonna take our head, come down, and the easiest way to explain this, put this piston at top. Check it here just close, so it's like right at this, the T on this bolt. Your cam gear is gonna be like this. This dot is gonna go towards this spot here on the head, right there. It's gonna go that way. That's time. So you can take your pliers and kind of halfway turn this. So see there? See how it's loose and you have a good amount of movement? That's where it wants to be. So that's gonna go on there like that. We're not gonna tighten this in until we get the chain on. It's the easiest way to do it. So make sure you don't lose your O-ring like I think I just did. No. There it is, maybe. This one. It's gonna be the one. It's gonna be the one. And then what you're gonna do is you have to watch, because some of these heads have the sleeves in them to line you up, the studs. So you check it before you go throwing it all together. So like this one doesn't have them. So it should be okay. I'm not gonna bury them in there. We're gonna let it eat. I've done worse. So that, put your head gasket on. Make sure that your chain goes through your head gasket. So you can even do head gasket first, chain. Ta-da. Studs. You're gonna want to tips. So we will put something under it for now just to stop that. So we got stuff to do. Okay, see that? So we know it's about top right now. So then we need this dot facing forward. So we'll try and sneak it up under the top of the chain first. Like that, get it in there. And then you can kind of, once the chain goes onto the gear, you can kind of play around. Another way to make this easier too, guys, let me show you another trick here. Put this screw back in. You put that screw in, it'll start to pull it tight, and then you'll give you more chain. Because while it's loose, you're gonna fight that chain not wanting to have enough room. So then remember, dot facing forward on this little notch here, like so. Once you get it started, I'll show you, it's easy to roll it around in there. Once you get there, so chain's on the bottom, take the needle nose and we sneak it back up top there. There we go. So we know that's probably off one, so we'll come back one. And we'll just kind of roll the chain around. So that looks to be right. We're like, oh, we gotta get that chain there. Take your needle nose ready. And pull. And it should, if I can get not an oily hand on it, pull you right onto the cam gear. Oh. It should. Where's my damn rag? Okay, let's try this one more time. Put your needle nose there. Kind of just pull it onto the cam gear, maybe, possibly. Do I need to tighten the other bolts first? I might have to tighten the other ones. Oh, she's right there, guys. It is right there. Okay, so we're gonna, the other cheap way to do this is take your cover, get your cover on. Don't forget your washers and your nut. And washer and nut. And when I'm doing these, I do them in a crisscross tighten pattern. Crisscross, a couple of the same thing, washer, washer, bolt, and bolt. I'm trying to not let go of the cam gear here. I want to make sure I have all these started nice and right, and then we'll find the 10, and we'll tighten it down And we'll see where we get to then. I know my time's right at the top. Crisscross applesauce. Alright. Cam's still there, time's still on. Yep. So if we can get one started, actually, might just pull it the rest of the way. There you go, see I just sat down on there? And tighten these up. Put your intake on, put your exhaust on, hook your wires up. That one did not feel right going in, so we're just going, there we go, and pull until we get a nice smooth start. You don't want to cross thread these because then you're stuck changing the cam. Now if everything goes right, now this should kick over. Go ahead and take our gear shift lever with us. Make sure she's down in neutral here. Which she is. Pull that off. Oh yeah. You can feel compression. There we go. I think we're gonna wheel the other bike in, set this on, check for oil. What's up guys? Camera battery died. It's been a little hectic. We got the engine on, it's running. Everything seems to be going alright. Working on the plastics currently, so we'll do a video on that in the next couple days. Didn't really get a good ending for that video, so just a post-edit update on just where we're at. That's the picture I grabbed tonight of it. We've ripped it around a little bit. Does great. Still a little smoke, but nothing crazy. So, I said, I appreciate you guys